Monday started just like last week, just like the week before, and the week before that. So, what are we going to do the rest of the day? Well, what helps me is making a list. I made a grocery list, and we need to go grocery shopping. I'm kind of thinking of going to Trader Joe's. We're gonna go to Pure Bar, and I would like to decorate my other bathroom with not as much decoration because I don't really go into that bathroom very often. I need to edit the September podcast. I want to put 20 books on my Pango bookshop. I'm making my way through. I had this moment of, you don't need all these books, and so I think when it's said and done, I'll probably have 150 books on my Pango bookshelf. So if you're interested, I will leave the link, I guess. Pango Books is I kind of think of it as eBay when eBay was created. It's only for books, or maybe it's Amazon when Amazon was first created. So it's books only, and it's, just people, and everything's shipped via media mail. So yeah. And I do want to make the whole reason why I went to Joann's yesterday. I want to make the frames for the two art prints that I have. One that's Notre Dame, and then the other one is the Eiffel Tower. It's not that I'm into Paris. It's more that I like prints of buildings. I like maps, actually. If we're going to get very specific for what kind of prints I like maps. I love maps. I could stare at a map for an hour. I love maps so much. Or like blueprints of buildings. This is why I loved playing The Sims so much. When I was in elementary school and middle school, we didn't have we had a family computer, but it was a Windows 98, ran on an E-machine, and we had dial-up, and I wasn't really allowed to put games on it. Also, the operating system was Windows 98, guys. I'm not that old. I graduated high school in 2009, so we had Windows 98, I think, up until my junior year of high school. So that would have been 2007 and 8. So yeah, we had a very, very old computer. My dad had work laptops, so we did not have a family computer. Anyway, I used to go to my neighbors, and we would collectively play The Sims. Basically, it was two girls. The older girl would control The Sims, and then we would just sit and watch, and we'd talk. And we all had our own characters, and we'd say what we wanted our characters to do and stuff like that. I would draw. I had grid paper. I would create sim houses, and then I would bring them over, and then we would build it. How dorky! But you just didn't have the electronics that we have today. I literally, when I used to travel, I would go for bursts, for a month. I would bring my personal laptop with me, and I would play The Sims every day. I would finish with work, I would go get dinner, and then I would play The Sims for hours in my hotel room alone, and then go to work, come home, or come back to the hotel and play The Sims. And then I wouldn't touch The Sims for a year. I still do that to this day. Now I have The Sims on my Xbox. I have The Sims on my Mac. It's kind of funny, but there's some things that I wanted so bad when I was a kid that now as an adult, I don't say no. I love The Sims, so I have multiple copies of it. I had it for my PC. I have it for my Mac. I have it for my Xbox. I even tried it on my phone. Doesn't work very well. I loved it. There's just something about it that makes me feel good. And I think it's because it's like I'm fulfilling this want that I had as a kid. Okay, there's a lot to just basically tell you that I'm gonna build those frames so that I can put it in my bathroom. And then the last thing we need to do is knit a little bit, because I would like to finish the front of my sweater and connect the fronts, which I think I can do. Actually, I can probably get that done before I go to Pure Barre, because we're gonna do that at 6. But traffic keeps burning me. When I first started going to workout classes, it didn't take that long because there wasn't as much traffic. But these days, traffic is back. So even though it's only a couple miles away, it's probably gonna take me maybe half an hour to get there, which is ridiculous because it's probably only 4 miles from here. I can't run 4 miles in half an hour. I did just run 4 miles on Saturday, and I ran it in 43 minutes. I felt really proud of myself. But I did get eaten alive by bugs. You can't even see them. I have a bunch of bites. You can kind of see them. They look like pimples. They're not. They are bug bites. There's another one on my arm there. Okay. Let's de-stress from work to then go work out. Thought I would highlight some little booklets that are recipes. This one came with my Ninja pressure cooker. I don't know if you can find this online. It is pretty hefty, and I've used it, and it's actually really good. There is, there's information on how to do some of these things, which obviously is the definition. But there is a soup in here. It's this guy. This, oh my gosh. So hopefully I'm gonna post it here because I'm assuming that this is free. This is amazing. This was amazing. And I'm gonna make this again soon. This is what I'm gonna put on my list to grocery shop for. I was blown away by this soup. It was so good. So yeah, if you find this and you have one of these machines or something, like, just get it for the French onion soup. I love cornbread. I love Jiffy cornbread, and I feel like I might have posted about or talked about this before, but I'll talk about it again. There is a pancake recipe that used to be, or a hot cake recipe that used to be on the side of the Jiffy mixes. It's not anymore, and I have it. I wrote it down when I realized it wasn't on there anymore, and I went digging for it. But I noticed, I don't know if it was on the box or on the Jiffy website, it said if you sent, I think you had to fill out a form or send an email or something, they would give you a free recipe book. I don't know if it was going to happen or not, but they did. Same with this guy. It's pretty substantial with recipes. And you can go on a tour of the company. So, yes, I would like to do that. I think I got this during the pandemic, so I don't know if you can still go on tours, but I would love to. It's pretty good. It's not just what you can do with the cornbread. That pretty much just gives you the corn fix, but there you go. So you can see zucchini nut bread using the Jiffy baking mix, oatmeal muffins. That is the blueberry mix. Breakfast casserole again, baking mix. pie crust mix. There's corn muffin, pizza crust mix. So there's a lot of cool options in here. And what I like about it is that it's a lot of like really quick, not a lot of ingredients. You kind of toss it together and then you're good to go, which, as much as I enjoy eating some of these really involved recipes, after working and working out and it's like 7 or 8 o'clock at night, I just don't want to do it. So these are really nice. And then I love Reese's. It's my favorite candy. I love it so much. And I found this a couple years ago, so it was only $5, but it has a ton of recipes. I feel like a lot of these recipe books, you can get the recipes online, but and you can figure out a lot of these, but a lot of them are just like really good ideas. Where's, I don't know, am I allowed to show you this one? Okay, look how cute those are, right? You're just using Hershey's Kisses, and you're making little tiny acorns. So my plan is to make these for work this week. So yeah, these are just some, I have way more than just this, but these are some booklets that I really like and thought you might like them too. Oh, it's crazy how much more my muscles hurt after a Pure Barre class than after Orange Theory. Like Orange Theory, I'm tired when I'm done because typically I run at the end, so I've like exhausted myself, but I recover pretty quickly. Pure Barre, my body shakes, which I think is good. Not I think, I know it's good. So now we're off to go grocery shopping, which is on the list of things I hate to do. If work had not been as busy, I probably would have ordered ahead, so then I could just pick it up. But here we are. And we're gonna go to Trader Joe's, which I think I've already said, but I've got my list. Hopefully I can find everything, and hopefully we can be done and go home and do more chores. Took me way longer to do that. It's 9:30. Took me an hour and a half to go to 2 grocery stores and get all of the groceries I needed, and I still didn't find everything. I hate grocery shopping so much. I'm gonna show you the ridiculousness that is getting to my apartment right now, because in this very large apartment building there are only 2 elevators and 3 staircases, and the elevator that's by my apartment is down, and there are no staircases near me. So this is going to be great. I should have thought about that with all the groceries I bought. this is all you would have to do. Instead, I have to go to the other side of the building and then come back. Note all the stairs. It's almost impossible to get into this building without going up or down any stairs. It's not very ADA friendly. In case you're curious, it took 14 minutes for me to get the groceries out of my car and into my apartment. All because the elevators has been down for a week. I didn't sign up for a walk up. I'm on the top floor, so it's a lot of steps, which normally I don't mind. I just wish the staircase was extended to where I am. So there's a staircase, but it only goes to the second floor, so you have to go all the way down the hallway to the other staircase. And all the staircases, there's one there and one there, and they're about equal distant apart. And it's, I don't know how far, but like probably 20 parking spaces. Like it's a distance. So it's almost 10 o'clock. I'm gonna eat something and then honestly probably go to bed. Woo. This might be one of the prettiest books I own. The edges, the inside, but oh, it's so pretty. Ah, summer. It's a blueprint of a house. Oh my gosh. And it's signed. I have no idea what this book is about, but I hope it's something fairy.